the brewing area will be here instead of over there. So instead of where this finger is, it'll be where this finger is. There. Easy to follow. Well, it's another day here at the Hillbilly Brew Shack. Now filling in these top pieces, and as you can see, we do have coach bolts that protrude over, so that means the wood won't sit flush. So the Norfolk Hillbilly way of all that technical measuring and then drilling a rebate, get an old drill bit and make the hole. But how do you know where to make the hole? What you do is you put it in place and you give it a smack with a hammer. And then that leaves you the mark where you need to just put your drill, gives it a rebate, and it will fit flush. And you see, there you go. So that's today's carpentry tip, sponsored by IDon'tGiveAFuck.com. As you can see, it's not quite the same. Some contrasting colours there, but it's all the same. It's just the way the boards took the paint. But we've put the first coat on just to soak in and give it something to adhere to. We've lined the back doors with whatever I could have. So hence that's, well, I think it's a bit of hardboard off the back of a wardrobe. Had to break into a sheet of marine ply to line that door. Utilised a double glazing door handle there for to pull it, and put the bolts and latches back in place, and gone over this with one coat. Doesn't look too bad on camera, it's still wet, so I've got a little bit there just to touch up again, see what it's like in the morning. I can't really do too much else with it being wet, because obviously we don't want a textured surface with me sawing anything. Beams down on the floor, still got to do a little bit packing there. We've had a bit of a rethink with, let me just move around here. Down this end where they attended, there's the offending sink that was going here, and it's not now, because I was hoping that the drainer would be down this end, or the sink basin, and the draining end would come down to here. Now the end of it, or the edge of it, goes this. As you can see, there's two holes, one for the tap that marries up with the one round there, which is the normal basin wrench faucet, and that one's for the pot sprayer. Now they're the same size, but the nut that holds this I don't think is big enough to fit in that gap. Not tried it yet, but the problem is twofold. One, the legs there go on that bit there, which will be up against the wall, which you can't really see much of because it's all white and blurring out. So that's not going to work because there's nothing holding that end up. I needed it to hold that end up and that end be supported on a bracket. So the alternative is to flip the sink round the other way. The problem then is there 3 rusty bolts that have gone down that bit, and then the hole for the tap would be facing the wrong way. Not a major thing. I could buy a blanking plate and drill a hole over that side. But then you've got the tap over the far side. Not really where you want it, because you can stand in this area. But the problem also is, if I can hold this lump of stainless, guess where it's going to sit? Right where the friggin' plug is. And it sort of overhangs there a little bit by the door, but yeah, heady scratchy. Legs are the wrong way, the sink would be the wrong way. If I try and resolve it, it just doesn't work. And really this is only one of 2 options that it can go. The other being up the far end, which I can't get a very good perspective in here. So that will be the wall. And I'll move around here where the pigging fridge is in the way again. So the sink would go there, which would face the right way. The shelf gives it about a 4-inch protrusion away from the wall, which I'd have to fill in, maybe nicking one of Harry's ideas with that stainless bench he's just done in his brewery, and using a bit of cladding. Or I've also thought of stainless steel door kick plates or something, even tiles. I might have some tiles kicking around just to go against the back. I'll show you what I mean with the issue. Okay, now that weren't easy. Things we do for a video, like it's propped up under a broom and an extension lead, just to give you an idea. That's how it should be. Obviously it's away from the wall, but you can see. Not going to work there. And that's the gap you get. That's the tap hole and the one that goes for the spray head faucet. And you've got like a 4-inch gap where this has got to stand away from the wall. So I could dump that if the tap, just use the one tap and wall mount the others, but this is sort of useful. And then the problem is, I think originally it had captive nuts welded to it, which have sort of rusted themselves in position. I could probably knock them out and clean it up, but I like the idea of the shelf, so if I'm going to retain it, there's not too much grief, and keep it in place and see what happens. You'll have to excuse if you hear some sort of repetitive thumping sounds in the background. I don't know whether the mic will pick it up, but I've just been outside wondering what it was. Sounds someone over the community centre with a audio feedback on their guitar, but it's not. It's the Apache's night machine gunning. Bit of a rough neighbourhood round this way. But no, there's a bombing range not too far away from me, so they've obviously moved location. They normally go over Wainfleet in Lincolnshire, but they decided to try and blow Holbeach up as well. Not I can really blame them, but anyway, if you do hear a strange noise, it's not my stomach, it's just Apache's. I don't know whether it'll pick it up anyway. Waffle on. Anyway, yes, so we've filled in the top. And that's about it really. Put a coat of paint on, sealed up some holes and gaps, and wait until tomorrow and start all over again. Obviously the change in sink positions. Excuse the dodgy camera work. I'm trying to look where I'm going to stand in open pots of paint that I've kept far too long and I've gone solid. But yeah, if the sink comes here, it's that pesky fridge again. So it can be at that end. If you imagine that freaking fridge is not in there. So it means less pipe and less cable to run over that end. Obviously it just means the brewing area will be, you can't really reference anything in here because it's white. The brewing area will be here instead of over there. So instead of where this finger is, it'll be where this finger is. There. Easy to follow. Either way, we'll be left or right of the power point. So now we're going to be on the right, not the left. So we're still going to need a feed down here for the fans. And I've got a little gizmo that can go on that wall now. The stainless steel thing, shelvy bit, is not going to be in the way. That's assuming it works still, because it's been lying in the van for I don't know, quite a while. So that's it for today's progress report. Got to still get the paint and start thinking about the wall, because the big fridge is going to have to live here if the sinks go in that way. So that kind of gives me where I can come out with walls and doorways. Still got to leave it for a little while longer. I can at least cut some of the timbers tomorrow, hopefully, I'll have to probably do them outside because this wall's probably not going to dry overnight. It's sort of fairly cold and damp, and with this now being insulated, once it drops down in temperature, it's like a fridge in the mornings. And that's it. I'll bore you no more.